Happy Saturday, families. It's me, Mrs. Whitaker, your new principal of McMullen Booth Elementary School. I was so excited to come here and make a video for you today because I know that some of you might be feeling excited, some of you might be feeling nervous, and we feel all of those feelings before the first day of school during a normal year. So it's going to be completely normal to have a lot of those feelings this year for our families that are choosing the face-to-face. And so what I wanted to do today is kind of take you around campus and show you some of the things that we have in place and what your child can expect on the first day. Because remember, besides our pre-K families and our kindergarten families who have a plan for drop off on the first day, our first grade through fifth grade families will be, if you're a car rider, you'll pull through the car line and your child will get out, and we will have plenty of staff available to help them. We'll have class lists. We're going to make sure that the first day is an awesome day. And so let's see here, let's move on to the next segment. I hope you enjoy seeing all the things that we have in place, and I look forward to seeing you on Monday. So now, families, I want to talk to you about what to expect when you come up to the front office. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch around my phone. So if you come up to the front office, you're going to see that we have some social distancing. Excuse my pile there, I'm still putting them up. We have some social distancing markings, and when you get to the front door, you're going to see a sign that looks like this: safety first. We have to be able to accommodate all of our visitors safely, and while we can't have people come into the school, obviously if there's something that you need to do, like drop off medication, school nurse, or talk to somebody at the school, we want to do that safely. And so you'll see the sign on the door. You're also going to see that we have some signage that was provided by our school district. It just shows you the COVID prevention symptoms and how it spreads, and also that we are going to screen you when you call. And so our phone number's here, and what we're asking is that you call upon arrival so that we can ensure that you haven't been exposed to COVID and that we can accommodate you safely inside. Now, obviously, on the first day of school, some of you are going to show up, and you're going to have things that you need to take care of, like registration. You might not have seen our messages this week where you needed to call the school in order to make an appointment to drop off meds. So what we will do is, I am in front of the office, and on the first day of school, we'll have tables set up. Please wear a mask. If you're coming to talk to us about registration or medication or transportation or something, you need to have a mask on. We will not be able to help you without your mask. So we'll have the table set up, we'll have our masks on, you'll have your masks on, and we'll have a table for registration, we'll have a table for if you need to speak to the nurse, and we'll have a table for everything else. And I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to be able to get on-the-spot assistance, but what we will do is we will give you your next steps. So we'll either send you home with paperwork to complete safely instead of congregating in front of the school, or we'll take your number and we'll have the nurse contact you to set up an appointment time. Okay, so I'm currently in front of our pre-K building, and as you can see, we have signage on the door just reminding people to stay 6 feet apart, and just reminding our employees to do their self-screening every morning and making sure that they're not displaying any signs of COVID before they come to work. Every employee, before they get here, they take a survey online, and we ensure that everybody is healthy and safe to come to work that day. And so the health and safety of our students and staff is my #1 priority. And so let's talk a little bit about what it's going to look like on the first day of school. So regardless of if you are a pre-K student or a K-5 student, 8:15 is the time that we can have students be dropped off. We will open the doors immediately at 8:15, and students will pre-K students will eat a breakfast in their classrooms, and K-5 students who are choosing breakfast they will get a grab and go. And when I get over to the cafeteria, we'll talk a little bit about that. But let's talk a little bit more about arrival. So at 8:15, not before, we cannot have students congregating. We cannot have parents congregating. So parents, if you don't have a pre-K or kindergarten student on the first day, it is going to be drop off only. If you typically walk your child to class, we will have adults outside showing you where the last place on campus, the last sidewalk where you will have access to before we have to start socially distancing our students and maintain that contact tracing if we did have a positive case. So at 8:15, if you have a pre-K child, you will be able to park in the pre-K parking lot in front of the pre-K building, which is right in front of the school, and we'll have a table set up where you will be able to pay your tuition, and we'll have teachers from each classroom out here that will take your child, and so you will get to meet them. You'll get to say hi to them so that you have a little bit of comfort and ease on that first day of school. Just remember, when you're paying your tuition, please stay 6 feet apart, and please bring a mask with you if you do in fact have a pre-K child. So we'll walk over next and talk about arrival for K to 5 students. So right here at this crosswalk on the other side is where we will ask, if you do walk your child to school, that is where you will say goodbye to them. If you are walking your child this far onto campus, we will also ask that you are wearing a face mask, as I imagine you will at times be close to other families, and we don't want any contact with COVID if that was the case. So the further down that you can say goodbye to your child, the healthier that we will be. So as you can see, we have vinyls on one side. I'm coming out to finish the other side. And again, I'm going to stress that 8:15 time. We cannot be out here with students before 8:15 to ensure that they are staying 6 feet apart. And I want our school to stay open. I want every classroom to stay open. And so 8:15 is the time. If you are a car rider and you get here before 8:15, then I'm just going to ask that you wait with your child in the car until we open. And so if it happens to be like you just can't make the 8:15 time isn't going to work for you, we do have the art club on site, and we do have other vans that provide transportation. So if you need an earlier time for your child, we can assist you in finding something appropriate. So at 8:15, like I said, the bell will ring. Please make sure your child has a mask. On the first day of school, every child will get a set of 5 masks, and they're actually really comfortable. These are some of the more comfortable masks that I've had. They don't really pull on the ears at all, and they're cotton. And you know, if you did that birthday candle test, I don't feel any air actually coming out of these masks. So our district did a really good job picking out some comfortable and safe masks for our employees and our students. And so, you know, that hopefully puts your mind at a little bit of ease. And here's as I was saying, here's what I will look like with my mask on. I got cut off in the last segment, I'm sorry. And so then all students and all staff on campus will be wearing this. And if for any reason, like I have said in other segments, if you are here to pay tuition, or you have an appointment with someone in the front office, we will ask again that you wear a mask. We want everybody to be healthy and safe, and we want all of our employees to be able to come to work every day that they are well. So I'm at the entrance where students would enter from the car circle or bike racks or from walking, and this is the main entrance in the back of the school where students would enter to get into the building. And as you can see, we have our signage up for wearing masks and reminding to social distance at least 6 feet apart while on campus. Also reminding parents that every morning we're going to send home something that's going to allow you to kind of do a checklist of COVID symptoms with your child to ensure that to the best of your knowledge your child is feeling well and you are sending them to school without any of those signs or symptoms of COVID. going to be really important. It's going to be something that we're all going to have to get into a routine of starting our day. You know, we're going to have to grab our masks and do a quick COVID screening. You know, how are you feeling? Do you have a headache? Check their temperature if you have a thermometer. All of those things are going to be ways that we can work together to ensure that each of our classrooms stay open every day so that our children can get the best education that they can. So now currently you can hear our plant operations staff, they're working really hard to make the campus look spectacular for Monday. So right now I'm outside of the cafeteria, and you can see we have social distancing markers letting students know to stay 6 feet apart as they're entering the cafeteria, and that will be for breakfast or lunch. We also have signage, same signage that you were seeing in other segments, reminding to keep social distance, a reminder to wear their mask, and a reminder to again stay 6 feet apart. We want everyone to stay safe. And so then when I enter the cafeteria, you'll see that we have again the social distancing reminders for students, and these are 6 feet apart. So the line will come in this way. We'll stay 6 feet apart while students are waiting. We'll have one class at a time scheduled at that block for lunch, so we will not have classes mixed up when they're waiting. And we have a touchless sanitizing station. Let me just pick up that poster. And so then they'll come through the lunch line, and let's see if it's open. Nope, I'm gonna open it though so you can see. That, you know, the whole time that your child is waiting, sorry, I'm just gonna unlock this door. The whole time your child is waiting for lunch, we have ensured that they are going to be 6 feet apart from each other. So again, no light, but you can see all the way through the lunch line we have social distancing markers, and we have plexiglass up. Actually, let's see how it goes. All the way through. When they get to the cashier, we have plexiglass and sanitizer up and ready for them. And again, we're doing everything to keep your child safe. So breakfast will be grab and go. They will not eat. Well, that about wraps it up, families. If you have any questions, I will probably spend some time with my family tomorrow on Sunday, since I spent most of my day here today. But if you have anything and you want to email me, I might spend a couple hours tomorrow checking on that, so go ahead and let me know. But otherwise, we will see you here bright and early on Monday morning. Remember, 8:15 is the earliest that you can drop off. Have a great weekend. See you on Monday, Manatees.